Black Desert Online patch notes for June 12th, 2025. Let's see what Perlabis have been cooking for us. Maybe I will roll out the music once more, a little bit quieter this time. Greetings, adventurers. Here's the latest update, blah blah blah. We all know that jazz. So, what kind of new events do we have? From today, upgrade your accessories with ease. So, what does this mean? This new event. Let's go through this. So, upgrade your accessories with ease. Collect Jewels of Imperfection. During the event, defeat monsters in select monster zones to collect event Imperfect Power. So, these are... You can exchange those for cups, and this is actually, I remember they are gradually returning this event. So maybe you have some of those jewels left over from last time you were playing, so this could be actually super good. The cups can really help with your accessories. So if you do not have your Karazat, hold on to these and use them on your Karazat. Obviously, do not use them on anything else. So as you can see here, you can either exchange them for the cups. So if you have, for these shards. So if you have some of these shards already, you can use these as a sort of similar to Atanis element for potions, right? So you can use these to create the cups, or you can straight up, if you have 200 of those, buy the cup that you need, which I would recommend to save yourself the hassle. Question is, will you be able to farm out all that you need? Probably not. The event is short. It's about like 14 days. So you would have to grind like crazy, but it can help you in a certain way. We have some tips. There are two types of cups used to upgrading accessories. Try heating one of them together with 20 Essence of Dawn to craft special Karazat accessory cup. Okay. So Karazat have their special. Still, you can have the cup, use Essence of Dawn, and use your Karazat accessories. I didn't know that. Full details, accessory update effect. There is the guide. We are not going to go through the guard. So monster zones, this is important. So in Balenos, we can go to Sikrea Underwater Ruins, and we can go to Proti Cave. So I did recommend Proti Cave for somebody a little while back for Atani elements. So this is a win-win location for you. You can now farm both of those. Now in Serendia, we have basically only Elvia places. Calpheon, again, only Elvia places. Abandoned Monastery and Traitor's Graveyard, which are not Elvia places, so you can use those. Starsend, Dekialanten at Cyclops, Padix Island. This is the pirates that you can farm for the ring for the better auction house tax, and another Elvia realm. Now in Medaya, you can go to Schultz or Kratuga. Don't go to Schultz. Those mobs are unnecessarily tanky. They are not like really dangerous, but they take a while to kill, even if you are reasonably geared up. So go to Kratuga instead, if you absolutely have to go to Medaya. Now Valencia, almost everything, plus it's the Chaos Lantern element. So if you like to farm in Histria, for example, this is for you. Pilaku Jail, this is probably for me for the stupid map pieces. You know, so basically all the mobs in Valencia, as I can see here. So yeah, Valencia is free game. Camasilvia, same. Seems like they are everywhere. So my recommendation would be Polyforest due to the density, or maybe Mirumok if you want to level up, like a seasonal character, or maybe a friend. This could be a good spot for you. However, I wouldn't recommend Camasilvia unless you go farm Giffins for profit and stuff. Drigan, Bloodwolf settlement, everything in Drigan seems. So go to Drigan if you don't have your potion. You can farm there and you can get your jewel pieces. I mean, Odilita. Orezeka Elvia is new zone, so I guess we will read about this in the patch notes. So this is the first Elvia realm in Odelita. Interesting. There, I don't think everybody will be able to grind in there because they are going to have high APDP requirement. It's almost end game, I would say. But other than that, you can farm everywhere in Odelita, Mountain of Eternal Winter, all the grinding zones, Ulukuita. If you have gear for Ulukuita, you can do all of those. Land of the Morning Light, Onglim base. So this is where I am going to be grinding. Okay, that's for the event. Let's go back. The other event that we have is Festival Vibes. They are in Heidel. I guess this will be through the ball. So what are the festival vibes? Mine rewards is J Hammer. J Hammer. This is huge. This is huge. So J-Hammer mine reward, and there are some furniture. I believe I've seen already this kind of rumors on Chris Polly channel. Chris Polly is great, even though his English isn't best, but he like talks funny, and he always brings in the useful information. So what this is about is basically very easy quest in Heidel, where you can every day you can turn in a quest and you will get reward. I think it goes for 7 days. And on 7th day, you get a hammer. What you need is this anticipation aura. This you get through daily quest. 1 to 7, so it is 7 days of logging and doing really easy quest. This goes on for a month, so no rush, right? If you log into the game every like 3 days once, do the super fast quest, you will get nice reward. You can see Heidel Ball. It looks kind of a little bit cliche, you know. But hey, it's better than Cowgirl from Texas, right? As I always say. Look at all the pretty pictures that we can get. You know, you can make literal gallery in your manor or in your residence. So yeah. And the last day, of course, is Jay's Hammer of Loyalty. This is why we are all going to do this. This is basically Cronstone, your trump card. So instead of Cronstones, you can do this. It's like free attempt to enhance anything you want. So just use it to your pen black stars, use it to your sovereign weapons, use it to your. I think it should be usable for Karazad as well, but take me with a grain of salt against I'm a returning player. But this is like event. We are going to give you stuff. That's perfect. Now the event number 3, extract Caphras stones or cups. So I presume this is going to be like Caphras stone extraction for like one silver. This is not the first time they are doing it, but it's super handy if you need to move your Caphras stones between characters, or maybe you have too many weapons with Caphras stones that are not max level, and you want to funnel it to one piece of gear that you then want to use for your sovereign weapons. That's perfectly fine. So yeah, it's exactly this. 1 silver, 100% extraction rate, so you cannot fail. You can take out all of your Caphras stones without any problem. And same goes for cups. At the major city blacksmith, use Mirror of Equilibrium. You can extract your cups. You can buy Mirror of Equilibrium from any major city blacksmith for 20 million silver, or from Hugo in Duvencrew for 10 million silver. So this is not exactly as cheap as Caphras stones, but it is still a good way. If you have cups on your accessories, extract them now. What are you even doing? You need to funnel them all into your Karazad. You shouldn't be using anything else than Karazad from this point on. So, yeah, that's about it. Be careful about spending your silver, by the way. On 28th of June, we are going to have Heidel Ball. So, hold on to your silver. See how Heidel Ball turns the tides of the economy and what we get for free, because 100% we are going to get even more freebies. With that said, these are all the new events. So with events out of the way, let's look at some new additions. We have some minor tweak to Dusa. I don't play Dusa if this is something that you would be interested in. Morning fog skill is getting adjusted. So look at this. So we have some class changes, nothing to write home about. Yeah, just tweaks now and there. Usually, if the class changes looks like this, is something you don't even notice on your gameplay. It's just minor tweaks, so doesn't matter. Content. Improve mole spawning during farming. So moles are some adventurous crops have recently started appearing in groups. Improve so that up to a max of 3 moles can spawn based on following probabilities. Chance for a mole to spawn 50%, chance for 2 months 35%, chance for 3 months 15%. So 50% for a mole, it means like every other crop that you tend, you will have this little weasel running around, and you will kill him and you get some extra items for him, which means that the farming as an activity in the game is actually going to be a little bit more profitable, and it will give you a little bit more XP, you know, some of those beast pouches or whatever it is called for horse training. All of this stuff is going to be actually better now. So it was pain to, and also if you go to Liana, and it's Lana, something like that, a little shy in a witch hat that is giving life skilling quests, weeklies and dailies. One of them is to get moles while farming, so this is going to be much easier to obtain, so keep that in mind. And earn some extra silver and some extra life skill mastery books that you can get, you know, those books of Florin or whatever they are called, that will give you 100 mastery and some XP bonus for life skilling. So you can funnel even moles to this, because I usually, what I do, I just doing daily my cooking deliveries, and I will get something out of her. Sometimes I do like horse training, but moles are definitely one of the weeklies, and the weeklies are not mutually exclusive, so you can have like training weekly, farming weekly, cooking weekly. This will help you fulfill those weeklies without necessity to like farm every day to no end without seeing a single mole. 50% is like a solid chance, so yeah, and chance for 3 moles, like that's fine, okay. You have like low chance, but if this process like a critical strike, you will have 3 moles, more loot for you. Improved horse taming controls and effects. Okay. Improved so that you can approach horses faster by pressing shift while moving toward with the capturing rope. Mind-blowing that they haven't added this like 8 years ago, but good that they added it now. By the way, speaking of capturing rope, just do some life journey quests for training and get your infinite rope, so you don't have to buy rope ever again. Just have it on your life skilling character forever. I didn't test if you can put actually that rope into your family inventory. I will test it next time I'm playing. Next time I'm in the game. I cannot go into the game right now. It's still on the maintenance, but I will test it if we can. I don't think we can, but if we could, it would be amazing. However, it is infinite rope, so you don't have to have like 10 ropes like I usually have and go back and forth to vendor or like using your mates if you are out of ropes. There is also an infinite sugar for horses to feed on. However, infinite sugar you can get if you have Crocodile Sanctuary. It means you have 3 tier 10 horses, which is kind of at least for some players like me, it is kind of out of reach yet. I have 1 T10, and that is the one that we got for free. I have like 3 Doom horses that I will try to awaken to tier 10, but it will still leave me without Pegasus. So it is what it is, you know, but it's not a big deal. You can have a couple of sugars on you, but like the rope is really easy to get, so it's super handy. Get it if you are into horse training. To add a new effect when using Azure Luminous Rope. Okay, so this is just graphical effect. I don't know why. Improve so that effects remain active even when falling from certain heights using capturing rope. Alright. That's good, I guess. Thank you. Thank you, PA. What are they playing? What is this character? Is it like Kunoichi? Yes, katana on her back, but I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Item. Dim 3 Spirit Armor used to need more Caphras and armor because back when these were top tier gear, Dim 3 Spirit Armor offers slightly better stats. But nowadays, since most archers both stepping stones, blah blah blah. So yeah, they are streamlining it. No longer is Dim 3 worse option to Red Nose or whatever that is. Yeah, Red Nose. So now, no matter which one you use the one you have and use it to funnel Caphras stones into it, and then use it for not Labresca, but it's a Desperate Fallen God armor. Yeah. Change the record on Suspend and Dandelion Awakening weapon. Too much the amount needed for the boss submain weapon. So they are streamlining everything. Now we will need the same Caphras stones for every single thing we are trying to enhance, which is like, okay, the game is less confusing. This is a win, not like a super important win, but a win regardless. With these changes, during the June month ends, any Caphras stones used beyond the maximum allowed in Dim 3 Diamond okay weapons level will be returned to your Heidel storage. This is good. This is good. They kept the players that are already enhanced with those stats in mind, and you will get your Caphras stones refunded. This is great. Okay. Central Market Max Price adjustments for certain crafted items. So inflation, some of the items will have more value if you are selling. So yeah, that's about it. What we have here, we have like insecticide, plant powder, concentrated magical gem, hard hide, fine hide, organic fertilizer, some drops. It's good that they are increasing prices, because if you want to earn some silver by selling on the marketplace, you know, why would you do that? Just go AFK fishing, right? So it's a little bit better. Still nothing. It's still the pocket change, right? Added mass processing recipes for following items: concentrated magical backstone, mercenary life. Okay, I was under impression that you can just use mass processing with a processing stone. It works for those big enhancement stones for the, what's it called, Black Star weapons. It works for like normal enhancing stones. I don't know why this is a thing, but okay. Okay, this is maybe for people who do not have like processing stones, so they can use it straight up. But I don't know. It seems weird. There is a lot of things that we can mass process now. 11 cents is probably something that we buy from the vendor, right? Other details about the magic potion, corrupted breath. Okay, yeah, just more tooltip. Just if you didn't have time to read this, you for certain will not have time or will to read all of this. But hey, for those of us who are actually somewhat able to read in this day and age, we can still read more detailed description. So it's whatever. It's fine. I like it. Same for Garmot Blackstone. Okay, what's this? Improve so that following items can be stored in family inventory: Book of Combat, Book of Life, Atanis Firefly, Small Atanis Firefly. Huge. I can finally take all of my Atanis Firefly, put them on the family inventory, be done with it instead of buying them on every single character. It was super annoying. Book of Combat, Book of Life thing, that's also good, because if you pop those, then you want to maximize the efficiency of those books and you want to use them on all your characters you play. I was just swapping back and forth throughout mates or storage. It was like absolutely annoying. So this is good. You know, they're adding those. This is actually a great patch. They're adding a lot of like little things that are going to help in the long run to make game a little bit less obnoxious at some points. This update applies to fight each biome boss in Ataraxion consecutively from Valmarka to Yolka. More adventures are visiting Ataraxion. To help skilled adventurers tackle Sikrakea's boss more smoothly, we've ensured that anyone installing Bedrock Power Stone won't be affected by debuffs during the process. I don't know what that means, probably something that is fixing one of the million issues that we have in dungeons. So good on them. Do more work like this. Okay, monsters. Improve the spawn animation speed to be faster for the following Dark Rift boss. Oh my god, this is huge, because you know how sometimes you go to the Dark Rift boss and then you feel like you stand there for like two business days and he still didn't like finish his spawning animation. Yes, I'm talking about you, Red Nose. I'm talking about you. Especially Ahib Griffon as well. So Red Nose, Dastard, Heck, Muskan, Dimtree, Spadeface. So basically both of them. Sorry, not both of them. All of them is what I wanted to say. It's 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we do have 6 bosses. Remove the invisible phase from the following Dark Rift. Excuse me, what? Remove the invincible phase from following Dark Rift bosses. All of them. So whenever you would hit approximately half HP, the bosses started to morph into their Black Spirit counterpart and were invincible, and it was like super annoying, because then you were like, for 3 seconds you would be staring there as he just was gathering power, and then he started hitting you harder, you know, knockbacks, all of the annoying stuff. No, not anymore. And now we can just kill him. Maybe he won't be doing that animation, and we will just change and continue. It's still great. So that's great. Fix the issue where loot could not be obtained in certain situations when defeating a Awakening World boss. Change the gold bar as like 10 million, which would be additionally obtained and set rare when defeating a Awakening boss, to a gold bar that grants 1 to 5 gold bar. We will have more gold, and we will no longer be left without loot if the game is bugged. So okay, that's great. But I don't choose when I obtain loot in this issue. Following items will be distributed based on the boss skill records at the time the issue occurred. Okay, so they are trying to refund players who were scammed by in-game bug. That's great. Okay, quests and knowledge. Next part. Improve quests level 50 beyond your own limits. Standardize the formats for quest acceptance in the quest O descriptions. So whatever. Okay, Node War, Quest War. Increase damage dealt by enhanced tower. Reduce durability of Lynch Cannon. Increase durability. So if you are into PvP, there are some adjustments on PvP equipment. Dark Troll is going to be more dangerous. Whatever. UI. Improve visibility of arrows in the owned dice section across all Black Spirit adventure board. We will no longer lose our cursor in adventure boards, guys. Whenever you opened your dice board and you were wondering, where the hell is my cursor? Well, not anymore. Peril Abyss, they have your back. Instead of like fixing the game, they just put a bigger arrow onto the dice board. So, hey, game is saved. Web, I don't care, or modified or changed. I'm not going to read all of this. This seems boring and not really important. Okay, so this has been patch notes for Black Desert Online for 12th of June 2025. Thank you for watching.